right, great. Good evening, everyone. Today's Tuesday, November 16th, 2021. And we're here for a town board meeting and a CDA meeting. And as always, we're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. And Tim, can you please take the lead?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Tim. And Frank, do we have someone from the faith community
Well,
with us here?
yes, based on my information, there was nobody, but thank goodness we have. We have the very esteemed Reverend Mary Cooper, one of our favorites, and thank you for being with us. And who else is here?
Janice Wright.
Oh, Janice Wright, I'm sorry.
Who was signed up?
Either. I don't
Great.
have anything on the agenda, so whomever is ready to go.
Okay. There she goes. Good evening.
Good evening. Would you please stand? Thank you. Father, we praise you, Lord, and we stand in your presence. For you said where two are gathered, you're in the midst, and we thank you for your presence. And we want to thank you also, God, for watching over us and sending those storms out away from the town of Riverhead. And I thank you for your protection. We ask, oh God, that you would just bless us with wisdom, understanding, and love for one another, that the things that are passed, oh God, and by this August board will be something that you can bless, oh God. We ask, oh God, that each person here tonight, oh God, that they will just feel your presence and that they will leave knowing that you have loved them, that you protect them, you're watching over them and their families. And we give you all the praise and the glory in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
You may be
Thank you
seated.
so much.
All right, before we begin our regular meeting, I am pleased to begin this evening by honoring longtime Riverhead resident, retired Master Sergeant, elite United States Air Force pararescue veteran Kevin Carrick. Last week on November 11, 2021, Kevin had the honor of being the Grand Marshal in the 102nd 2021 New York City Veterans Day Parade. Leading down Fifth Avenue, some 2,000 participants included active officers and veteran groups and the JROTC members and their families and over 400,000 spectators. Kevin was the recipient of over 30 military awards and decorations during his career, in which he participated in missions and deployments, most notably among them 3 jump missions into the Atlantic Ocean, 1 jump mission into the Blue Mountains, dozens of helicopter mission operation, including Oceans and Medevacs, 9/11, the Perfect Storm, Flight 800, Long Island wildfires, Northeast ice storm, and the John F. K. J.R. plane recovery. These actions embody the pararescue model, which is these things we do that others may live. For his dedication to service and in recognition of his honor of the Grand Marshal of the New York City 2021 Veterans Day Parade, on behalf of myself and together with the entire town board, we would like to present a proclamation to Mr. Carrick.
We're going to stand and applaud. Use this for the photos.
Oh, that's great, thank you.
Kind of makes it official.
Very nice.
Yeah, might as well. Absolutely.
Doing this for like a couple weeks now, so.
Yeah, let's
Come on up.
What do you want?
Sure.
Right where you are, right where you are.
And then, yeah, that's not we not had our ceremony, we would have been there. We were
Oh, I'm
talking
sure.
about that with Tom Major, and he says, I said, you should have gone, we would have helped it.
There was people in the crowd along the Fifth Avenue yelling, you know, it's hard to tell who they are, but
Yeah, right.
they knew me and they were from around here.
Sure.
So,
Riverhead?
yeah, no, there was
We're
some people.
supporting you out here. Thank you so much.
Well,
And to
thank
your
you.
family.
Well, anybody who knows the Carrick family in Riverhead is, I certainly do. Strong military background, Dad, Kevin, your brother,
My son.
Josh,
Yep.
all military. Oh, I don't
Yeah.
know that.
Sure we met.
I'll be gone.
Went to high school together, but.
I know, I
we
remember
met
from
in
high
person.
school. But strong military background, and for that, we certainly thank the Carrick family for all you've done for our country. We thank you for your service, and it's people like you that make the backbone of this country what it is. So thank you for your service. And
Appreciate
also, I gotta say, you know what they say about anybody who jumps out of a perfectly good airplane, right? I remember
Make a difference.
the perfect storm when that happened, and when you guys were out there, and I remember seeing video of the conditions, and there's no way in hell you would have gotten me out of that airplane.
Yeah, they
It
were
was
pretty horrendous. and,
Absolutely. So unbelievable, heroic work, and we really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
As a spouse of my husband who flew as well, I had the opportunity on the spouse day to see what they do, and they took me up in the big C-130 over the ocean, and they opened up the whole back, you're all hooked up to
Oh, yeah.
wires, and you look out at the ocean, and I said, oh my God, my son jumps out of there in the ocean at night.
Right.
That was a scary thought.
And not in the best of conditions when he's jumping out. It's
Usually
never
it's-
on a calm sea.
Somebody needs you, choosing
Yes,
that, so great.
yes.
That's my mother's
It's all
gate right
good.
here.
Well-trained, the Air Force spent a lot of money on our training and equipment, which it proves itself all the time. So,
Thank you for helping keep our country safe. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Especially with a moving object.
So you won't be insulted if you leave,
Oh, no. That's why we called you first. And so you can enjoy yourself.
But
All
Kevin,
right. Bye.
Thank you so
Kevin,
much.
you have to
Kevin,
march out.
congratulations again.
So we'll see you at the VFW. Okay, take care. Take care, Kevin.
Well, just saying I had to assist.
Okay.
Very nice.
All right, so, we just have one more announcement today. We'd like to acknowledge today marks the 40th anniversary of Police Chief Hegemuller being on the Riverhead Police Department. He was dedicated to 40 years to the Riverhead Township, and I can tell you, he has been an asset to the police department, and especially under COVID, we got to spend 18 hours a day working together, so I got to know him, and he helped keep us safe, and we worked together, and I just want to congratulate you, Chief.
Is it gonna be cake? I like cake.
Well, if there was gonna be cake, you have to have his wife make her,
Oh, crumb cake?
oh my God, that's the best
The
crumb
crumb
cake
cake,
I've ever
see
had.
that? Tell Cheryl there's a legend now.
She's got to patent that and start selling
Yeah.
it.
It's delicious, and it's packaged beautifully also, yeah? All right, so now I'm going to ask the first and a second to approve the minutes for the November 3rd Town Board meeting.
So moved?
Second?
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguirre.
Yes.
The minutes are approved.
And Diane, do we have any communications and reports or figures?
Yes, under correspondence, we had a letter from Brian Carroll. He sent in comments and concerns on the proposed 2022 town budget. Also, there was William Van Helmond. He sent in a letter requesting to cancel the EPCAL contract. The Calverton Civic sent a letter with comments as to late posting of town board agendas. Under reports, the building department sent their monthly report, and that was $153,033.50. Tax receiver sent in their October utility collection report, $884,892.57. That's it.
That's it. Thank you, Diane. And we're going to, at the moment, the time is 6:17, and we're going to begin our public hearing portion of this meeting for consideration of the Community Development Block Grant, also known as the CDBG 2021 funds. Dawn Thomas is not with us today, and I'm going to ask Joe Moriana to please come forward. Joe, can you please introduce the topic? Good evening, Joe.
Good evening, everybody. So the Community Development Block Grant funding comes from HUD and is administered through Suffolk County, where we participate as part of a consortium of towns and villages. The program provides annual funding that is normally allowed to be used for low to moderate income areas, such as downtown Riverhead. The uses of this funding is very limited. We can use a portion of these funds to fund a limited amount of public service groups that serve underserved communities. And for parking and pedestrian improvements in these low to moderate income areas, we also use a portion of our allotment for our home improvement program. So if there's in the past, we have funded 7 community service groups. We've funded most of those groups for quite a few years. With that being said, if there's any questions, I can answer those questions. If not, we could see if there's anybody from the public who wants to speak. The 7 groups that we have funded in previous annual cycles have all submitted letters of request to continue that funding, and I gave copies to the town clerk for each board member.
Great. Thank you, Joe. Does anyone from the public want to come forward?
Just before the first, Larry, it's not alive. Anyway, I'll just make the announcement as well as I can. Just ask everybody to just please state your name and their hamlet. For the transcriptionist, you'll have 5 minutes to make all your comments. We'll keep track of the time. And if the town board's going to participate in all of the 5 minutes, that does eat into the 5 minutes. So you might want to make all of your comments and ask any questions up front, and then the board can respond afterwards.
Good evening. My name's Felicia Skakoza. I'm the Executive Director of Riverhead Community Awareness Program. Riverhead Community Awareness Program is once again requesting the continuation of Community Development Block Grant funds to help support our part-time social worker in Roanoke Avenue Elementary School. We appreciate these funds you've given us in the past for many, many years, for as long as I've been here, since 1999. And we depend on these funds to help support this social worker. CAP has been a major provider of prevention programs for the town of Riverhead and Riverhead Central School District. We provide drug and alcohol prevention, education, counseling, and support, as well as community services for students and their families in Riverhead schools. Specifically, Roanoke Avenue School is a Title I school according to the United States Department of Education, meaning it has a high poverty rate. It is the most impoverished school within the town of Riverhead. The most recent data identified 68% of the students there as poor. As a result of this poverty, many of these children have experienced stress and trauma at an early age, which has been shown to be directly correlated with substance abuse beginning in adolescence and continuing through the lifespan, as well as mental health issues. This is preventable. The connection of these students to community resources is vital for their emotional and academic success. And the success of these Riverhead children will have a direct impact on the economic future of our town. Allocating these funds to support these prevention programs and services is entirely appropriate and an investment in our town's youth, families, and future. Finally, I just want to say most students and their families that receive our services at Roanoke Avenue School and the other schools in the Riverhead School District are typically not able to access these social work services outside of school. And they are already at risk and need to have continued access to these services that we provide with this funding. Thank you. Any
Thank you.
questions? Thanks.
Thanks, Felicia.
Felicia?
Anyone else want to come forward?
Good evening. My name is Dan O'Shea. I'm the Executive Director of Maureen's Haven Homeless Outreach here in Riverhead, and I want to say thank you for the opportunity to present a proposal to the town of Riverhead for the Community Development Block Grant. At this time, we are requesting funding through the 2022, is that the funding year? Okay, I get confusing. Community Block Grant. I would also like to say thank you to the town of Riverhead for your ongoing support and dedication to our mission to help the homeless in Riverhead. Maureen's Haven does provide critical support service to the homeless community on the entire east end of Long Island. We operate a day center here in Riverhead, and that is not only a place where folks can get respite and seek things like clothing, donations, food. They also have access to critical support services such as case management, our social worker, and other services that really do connect these individuals to a higher level of care and hopefully get them the appropriate services that they need. To date, in 2021, we've assisted at least 125 individuals from the town of Riverhead with homeless support services. And these are people that are truly homeless, facing homelessness, or struggling with secure housing. We do provide a range of guests, as I mentioned, but really it's a lot of the intangible stuff. We help folks with not only getting housing, getting different types of treatment, but we also help with those things that we all take for granted, such as having an ID. Being able to fill out a job application, go to, a job interview, or simply making medical appointments. These things are very challenging when you don't have an address, you may have lost your cell phone, or God forbid you lost your license and all your belongings, and suddenly you don't have a social security card, an ID, and a birth certificate, and now you can't get that job, now you can't get that license. So we do a lot of those things as well. I would also like to point out that since the very beginning of the pandemic back in March 2020, Maureen's Haven has been very, very aggressive in our role in trying to prevent the further spread of COVID-19. We aggressively started testing folks, and we still continue to test folks that are entering in our program, including staff and volunteers. We also have been very, very aggressive at getting people vaccinated, and we're currently on a big push now for getting those who are vaccinated to get their booster shots. I am proud to say that since the beginning of the pandemic, Maureen's Haven has remained fully operational, and we actually have maintained operations 7 days a week since the beginning of the pandemic. And a lot of that does have to do with the support and certainly the financial support of the town of Riverhead. The other thing I think is really important is that Maureen's Haven does very much serve as a vehicle for community engagement. Part of our program, our emergency winter shelter program, which happens November 1st through April 30th, in which we house up to 35 individuals a night, and this happens throughout the entire East End. But really, the wonderful thing about it, it's not only the various congregations that support our mission and come out to help us nicely, but it's also the civic groups, it's also the community members and the local businesses and the High School Honor Society, and it really is an amazing tool to watch all these community organizations come together. I would also like to point out that last year's Community Development Block Grant, your funding did help us offset basic costs such as our bookkeeper, but really it helped to offset our costs of our social worker. And our social worker does do everything from what a traditional social worker would do, and that is mental health counseling, addiction counseling, but she works very closely with our guests to really kind of, again, get them the higher level of support that they need and really get them the care that they need. As we close 2021, I fully anticipate that Maureen's Haven is going to assist over 300 individuals. This would be on the entire East End. And as I look to 2022, I do fully expect that number to increase, and even now I'm anticipating to assist probably about 300 to 350 individuals. So thank you once again for the opportunity to present. Thank you to the town of Riverhead for your ongoing support and dedication, and that's me. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you for your work.
Thank you.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Dan.
Questions? Thank you.
No, thank you. Hi.
Hello,
Good
I'm
evening.
Tawana Fulford with the Butterfly Effect Project. I want to start off and say thank you for your continued support of the girls. We are now at 517. 198 of the girls come directly from the Riverhead community, along with 7 young men. With the money that we've received in the past from you guys, we were able to continue to push the program, more importantly, to push the participants in the program. By doing so, we're creating an individual who's holistically rounded, who is better well prepared for not just school, but for higher learning, to be a better employer, because we do have some entrepreneurs in the program, and some employees. We have 3 girls graduating from Riverhead. These girls come from very distressed households, and to see that they're graduating on top of their game as honor students who are all have scholarships coming at them is just a win for the Butterflies. It's a win for the community. It's a win for Riverhead, and we say that humbly and gratefully to say thank you to Riverhead. This year, we're expecting an intake of about 200 more girls. With us partnering with the Riverhead Central School District with different schools and bringing on chapters in those schools, Riverhead has become the model town for the Butterflies, where we're now being invited into coming to schools of South Holt, Mattituck, and Cinema Riches. We are trying really hard to implement, engage all of our surrounding communities while making sure that Riverhead stays the focal point, because Riverhead is the focal point for the Butterfly Effect Project. The funding that you guys have given us has allowed these girls to go off to college, take driving lessons, get courses for scholarships, teach them how to write grants, give them job opportunities, and engage a supervisor along with Councilwoman Kent and Captain Hugemeyer over the summer. They gave opportunities for them to see themselves besides just being a girl in the neighborhood, but being a young woman, an entrepreneur, a leader, a community advocate. So we're hoping that we can access these funding again as our program continues to grow, continues to expand, and we want to make sure that we are right there with our girls, pushing them, encouraging them, and championing them along the way. And we cannot do it without your support. Thank you. Any questions?
No, but you did have a good fall festival. It was such a success.
Thank you.
The food was great, the entertainment.
Thank you. So we're going to look out for our cookbook. The girls are working on that now.
Are they?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. How are you?
Good evening, Madam Supervisor and the members of the Town Board. I'm Judy Barth, and I've been the advocate for Bread and More Kitchen for over the last 28 years. So I'm here again tonight on behalf of Bread and More Kitchen. We are a volunteer-based organization providing warm, nutritious meals 3 evenings a week. We are located right here in the downtown of Riverhead at the First Congregational Church. We've been operating here since 1990, when we realized that there was a genuine need for this outreach in our community. As we all know, COVID has changed everything. We always had served a good sit-down meal. However, in these times, we've had to adapt and provide takeout meals for the guests that come to us. During this time, we continue to see familiar faces. However, we are also seeing new people that now have the need to come for us for their evening meal. We are feeding on the average of 40 to 50 people per night, and that adds up to between 10 and 12,000 meals per year. These guests come from all walks of life and with their own set of obstacles. We don't ask any questions. We serve everyone no matter the reason that they're there. Here at Bread and More, we believe that food should not be one of these obstacles. We see that most of these people have had to make difficult choices. Having meals provided for them enables them to possibly go to the doctor or to help out with costs of everyday living. We have also been able to help the homeless shelter in our area in that we provide hot meals for their overnight stay 1 night a week, and also additional meals to those that come to their doors. So we've been able to partner with Maureen's Haven and also partner with some of the food pantries in our local area, because we do get a lot of donations that we can't use in the time frame that they needed to be used. Operating differently has also increased the cost of every meal we provide. Not only has food cost drastically increased, we now need to package our meals, which is more costly than the past of serving a sit-down meal. Hopefully, we'll be able to return to that sit-down meal in a safe haven, but for now, all feel safer in the way that we are able to provide this takeaway meal. Our funding comes from donations and the money that the Community Block Grant provides us with, so here I am again. We are so grateful for the funds in the past that have come to us, and hopefully this will continue. These funds play an important role in seeing that those in need in our community have their basic needs met. In being there consistently, day after day, week after week, not only provides a basic need, but shows them that someone cares about their well-being. They are grateful that we are there, and we are grateful that we can be there for them. Thank you for this opportunity once again, and I hope that, that we can take part in the grant again. On another note, we are open on Thanksgiving and Christmas to serve meals to those that are there. I've been there for 28 years, and it's rewarding, but I'm hoping that this is the last year that I have to come. It would be nice that everyone didn't have to take part in our what we offer, but I don't think that that's going to happen. So thank you, and happy Thanksgiving. And you're all welcome to come at any time. We're there 3 nights a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We serve at 5:30, and we'd love to have anybody come and see what we do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judy. Good evening.
Hello,
How are
my
you?
name is Gwen Mack from Church of the Harvest Food Pantry, and I'm here asking for a part of the grant, an equal part of the grant. I have seen, we started in 2016. We're all non-paid volunteers, and we only closed so far for 2 weeks because of COVID. We all had COVID. But I am asking the board to consider us again this year, and thank you for other donations. We are very grateful.
Thank you, Gwen. Good evening.
Good evening, I'm Zona Stroy. I'm with Open Arms Care Center Food Pantry. We've been for about 20 years in the First Baptist Church of Riverhead, offering free food to anybody who needs it. You have a letter that I did. There are a couple of things I'd like to point out in that letter, because I think they make clear the contribution the community development money makes possible. I said in the letter, in the last 3 years, we've seen a tremendous increase in the amount of need, the amount of people who come to the pantry. If we looked at 2018, for instance, we had 559 households that we served in the year. In 2019, that number went to 968. When COVID started in 2020, that number went to 3,109 households. In 2021, just through September, we've serviced 4,000 households. And just so you know how we count as a household any person who shows up, either representing themselves or representing a family or a household. So each one of these household numbers is a single individual who showed up. That person may represent 2 or 3 people, 1 or 2 people, 5 or 6 people. So the numbers in the letter you have that count individuals are the individuals in these households. So you can see in the last 3 years, these numbers have just grown exponentially. We started out in 2018. That wasn't our first year, but by contrast, in 2018, we allowed people to come in the pantry and select what they wanted. At the volume we're servicing now, we can't do that. So you've seen on television cars drive up to food pantries and they get bags of food. That's what we're doing. So at this point, we're seeing anywhere from 40 to 50 cars a day. We operate for 2 hours, Wednesday and Thursday. So last Wednesday, we had 78 cars, okay? So you can see the number's going to keep growing. I thought it's important that you be able to see the magnitude of what's being done with the funding. We don't do anything with the funding other than buy food and paper bags. Everything else, our operation is volunteer. We pay for insurance. Sometimes we help volunteers with gas, but the community development funds only buy paper bags and food. So we'd like you to keep doing it. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonia. Anyone else want to come forward? No? Anyone from the board?
I'm just impressed by all the work that's done here. All of you, all your organizations, it's amazing what you do, and so grateful for your services to our community. Thank you, all of you. One more? Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening,
Hi.
Supervisor, thank you. I'm here representing The Retreat. We're a nonprofit that assists...
I'm sorry, if you could just state your name,
Oh,
please.
Susan Barash, I'm the staff attorney for The Retreat, and I'm here representing them pursuant to a request for a grant that we had submitted. And I just wanted to let you know a little bit about our organization, for those of you that are not familiar. We've been servicing Riverhead for over 20 years. Prior to that, we've been servicing the East End of Long Island, assisting victims of domestic violence, sexual assault, and human trafficking for probably over 30 years. We offer free services to domestic violence victims in crisis. We do have a shelter, but for our Riverhead contingents, we offer free legal services, free legal advocacy, free counseling, free casework assistance, free assistance in obtaining services through DSS. And we appreciate the town's support in the past because our clients many times must flee their situations. They're homeless. Many times the abuser in the relationship is the one that has the financial wherewithal and power, because much of domestic violence revolves around power, economic abuse, emotional abuse, financial abuse. So all of the assistance that we've received from the town, we greatly appreciate. And this year with COVID, well, starting in 2020, we actually were able to assist many clients who were otherwise homebound and trapped in very dangerous situations. COVID brought a time of a time of fraughtness for our clients because they were stuck in one place with their abusers. We were able to obtain orders of protection remotely for them, and basically our agency and 2 other agencies in Suffolk County were able to obtain more orders of protections for our clients than any other jurisdiction in New York State. So we're very proud of that. We continue to offer services even though the courts are not fully back in swing. We have virtual representation of clients, and we've been trying to meet with different police departments on the East End to gain their assistance in effectuating arrests for the violations of orders of protection. Once again, we're very grateful for all the assistance that you've given us, and we hope you consider us in our request for a grant this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. Anyone else? Okay, the time now is 6:40. We're going to close this public portion of the meeting, and we're going to have it remain open without with written comment, actually, until 4:30 p.m. on November 29, 2021, at the town clerk's office. And now we're going to move on to the public comments section before the resolutions are read. Does anyone have any comments on the resolutions that are going to be read?
Okay, Supervisor, just to interrupt you, I think we need to just amend the date that we're going to leave the written comment open to. Joe and the CDA team are just informing us that it's actually a 30-day written comment period, is that right?
Oh, it's a 30-day?
Okay.
Okay, can you give
Yep.
me a date,
I wasn't
please?
aware of that, so I gave you the wrong date.
It's okay. So we're going to correct that to what date? Can someone give me the date?
So it's
December
December 16th, close of business on December 16th. We'll just make sure that's a weekday.
The notice says December 17th on it.
Okay, so December 17th.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay? Thanks, guys.
Excuse me? We're in it now. We're doing the,
We have a resolution.
yeah,
Oh, this was part of the regular.
right.
That was the public hearing.
That was the public hearing. It was the CDA.
Not a CDA.
It was not a CDA public hearing, it was a town.
That was a
board.
regular.
It's just a regular, it was
Right.
inserted? All right, someday I'll have to explain the reason to me. Okay, so we have the, we're going to move on to public comments on the resolutions before us today, please. Anyone? We're not hearing anyone. Okay. So we're going to move on to resolutions, and Diane, can you please read call the resolution for today?
Certainly. Resolution 709.
EPCAL Sewer Improvement, M-GBC LLC, number 20017, capital project budget adjustment. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguirre.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 710.
Rehabilitation of Route 58 elevated storage tank budget adoption. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguirre.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 711.
Releases maintenance security of Riverhead Sound Associates LLC in connection with the subdivision entitled Aquabog Golf Resorts Highlands at Aquabog. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguirre.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 712.
Villas at Roanoke Capital Water Project number 82123, budget adoption. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguirre.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 713.
Appoints a part-time driver messenger. So moved.
Seconded?
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguirre.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 714.
Appoints a provisional planner. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yeah, the job Greg is doing and has done is phenomenal, and we're very proud to have him, and I vote yes.
Aguirre.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 715.
Appoints a part-time court officer. So moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguirre.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 716.
Ratifies the appointment of a town budget officer. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguirre.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 717.
Accepts the resignation of an automotive mechanic 3. So moved.
Seconded?
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguirre.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution
Devin.
718.
Accepts the retirement of a custodial worker 1. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
A-Rod.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguiar.
Vote, please. Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 719.
Ratifies the acceptance of the resignation of the secretary to the office of the supervisor. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Thank you very much for Donna, all her work in the supervisor's office. She was a great help to all of us. Vote yes.
A-Rod.
Yes.
Kent.
And I wish Donna well. Yes.
Hubbard.
Wish Donna well as well. She did a great job, so thank you, Donna, and I vote yes.
Aguiar.
Yes, we're going to miss you, and thank you for your hard work, Donna.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 720.
Authorizes sewer district employees to attend seminars. So moved.
Seconded.
I'm sorry, we're
Say
on.
vote, please.
Vote, please. Trying to do 3 things at one time.
Rothwell.
3 things, thank you.
Yes.
A-Rod.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguiar.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 721.
Amends Resolution Number 2021-542, approving a leave of absence request. So moved.
Seconded?
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
A-Rod.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguiar.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 722.
Accepts the resignation of the chairman of the planning board. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Thank you, Stan, Carrie, for all your work to the town. Appreciate it, and I vote yes.
A-Rod.
Yeah, I agree. Thanks to Stan for all his hard work through the years, and yes.
Kent.
And Stan Carey devoted many years of service to our town. He did a great job on the planning board. We will miss him. He was a great asset to Riverhead, and I wish him well. I vote yes.
Hubbard.
Same thing my co-counsel up here has stated. Thank you, Stan, and you put a lot of hard work in over the years for the planning board. You work with the fire department, you work with everything you've done in the community. We appreciate it, and best of luck to you. Thank you. Vote yes.
Aguiar.
Yes, Stan, thank you for your service. Your knowledge was incredible, and hopefully we can still call you once in a while if we have a question, and we wish you the best of luck. Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 723.
Appoints acting chairperson of the planning board of the town of Riverhead. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Welcome aboard, Joanne Waskey, very talented, very knowledgeable individual. I vote yes.
A-Rod.
Good friend, smart lady, going to be quite an asset to the planning board. Yes.
Kent.
Certainly, I have no problem with this applicant, but I am always seeking a more open process for these kind of appointments, so I vote no.
Hubbard.
Knowing Joanne for a long time and her knowledge of land use and title work and her downright love of the town of Riverhead, I vote yes.
Aguiar.
And we had an open process, a process that we normally don't use, where we opened it up for resumes. We left it open for 10 days, and that's usually not the case. And it's not required. So we did do that, and this was, I think, the best person. She's a woman-owned business in Riverhead, family business here. It's a female, and I think, like Councilman Hubbard stated, she has a lot of history and a lot of knowledge, and we look forward to working with her, and I vote yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 724.
Approves a special event, Chapter 255, application for East End Arts 26th Annual Mosaic Street Painting Festival on May 29th, 2022. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
A-Rod.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguiar.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 725.
Approves special event, Chapter 255 application for Riverhead Rotary Garden Festival, May 3rd to May 9th, 2022. So moved.
Seconded?
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
A-Rod.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yeah, please remember to go to it in May. I know it's a long time off, but they do a great job, and the Rotary does so much for this town. So
Yes.
we appreciate it, and we want to support it. Yes.
Aguiar.
Yes, absolutely.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 726.
Assesses cost of labor and materials for previously authorized remedial actions at premises known as 17 Wilson Avenue, Riverhead, New York, 11901, Suffolk County Tax Map Number 0600.0.-0100001000. So moved.
Seconded.
That's a lot of zeros.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
A-Rod.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguirre.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 727.
Approves the expenditure of trust and agency account funds and community benefit funds to Riverhead CAP. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
I appreciate everything the Riverhead CAP does. They're an amazing organization. My kids have always loved to volunteer, and they're excellent for all our children in our schools. So I adamantly vote yes.
A-Rod.
Yeah, I want to, just as a liaison, give a shout out to Felicia, of course, and Kelly, and the rest of the group, and of course, the chief, and everybody that participates in this. This is a wonderful program, and I totally agree with the funding again this year. Yes.
Kent.
It is a great program, and I do have to say that whenever they play the games, the chief always wins. I vote yes.
Hubbard.
Yeah, Felicia, thank you, and all of your people for the work that they do, all of the volunteers that get involved with it and come to the classes. It's a great program, and we appreciate it, so yes.
Hubbard. Oh, I'm sorry, that was you.
That was me.
Aguirre.
Absolutely, thank you again. Great service to our community, and lots of quality involved, and we hope to see you for a long time here in Riverhead. Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 728.
Authorizes the supervisor to execute an agreement with the County of Suffolk Office for the Aging, AAA Transportation Program, Nunprontuck. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
A-Rod.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguirre.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 729.
Authorizes the supervisor to execute a retainer agreement with Lane M. Bubka Esquire of Bubka Law Group for legal services for the Riverhead Youth Court 2021 and 2022 years. So moved.
Seconded?
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Got to say again, thank you very much for Lane, everything he does in Youth Court, another awesome program in our town. I vote yes.
A-Rod.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguirre.
Yes, thank you, Lane.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 730.
Authorizes supervisor to execute agreement with Sousa Soccer Training LLC for training and referee services for Town of Riverhead Police Athletic League Girls and Boys Soccer Program for the 2021 calendar year. Is that supposed to be 22?
Okay, so can we amend it? I think we're gonna amend that.
Second?
Okay, I think you have to take a vote on the amending, right?
No, just, I'll
As
just
amended.
Just
Okay,
vote
as amended.
say as amended.
Okay.
Seconded. As
So moved.
amended.
Thank you. All right, vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes as amended.
A-Rod.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguirre.
Yes, as amended.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 731.
Authorizes the donation of a portrait of Justice Alan Smith. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
An amazing man. Yes.
A-Rod.
Yes.
Kent.
Alan Smith was a very vital member of our community, and I'm most appreciative that the family are donating the portrait to the town. I vote yes.
Hubbard.
Agreed. All of the work that Alan had done for this town over the years, he's someone to look up to as far as community service goes, and I vote yes.
Aguirre.
Absolutely, and we thank him for his dedication for so many years and his service. I vote yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 732.
Authorizes extension of time to remit real property taxes for senior citizens receiving enhanced star pursuant to Section 425 or Section 467 of the New York State RPTI. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
A-Rod.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguirre.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 733.
Authorizes town clerk to publish and post bid for census water meter and accessory equipment or reasonable equivalent and repair to meter reading equipment. So moved.
Seconded?
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
A-Rod.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguirre.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 734.
Authorizes town clerk to publish and post bid for water service materials. So moved.
Bayrock?
Second.
Okay. Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguiar.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 735.
Secret determination for Riverhead Water elevated storage tank. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguiar.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 736.
Secret determination for Riverhead Water District Emerging Contaminants Distribution Project. So moved.
Seconded?
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguiar.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 737.
Secret determination for Riverhead Water District Emerging Contaminants Distribution Project. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguiar.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 738.
Assumes lead agency status and issues negative declaration pursuant to SECRA for the special permit and site plan application for a proposed drive-in restaurant and retail site north side of Old Country Road, 230 feet west of Osborne Avenue, Suffolk County, tax map 600-108-26.1. So moved.
Seconded. Come on, Sonic.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguiar.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 739.
Assumes lead agency status and issues a negative declaration pursuant to SECRA for the special permit and site plan application of Riverhead Charter School, Northville Schoolhouse, 5117 Sound Avenue, Riverhead, New York, Suffolk County, tax map 600-20-4-3.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguiar.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 740.
Authorizes the town clerk to publish and post notice of public hearing for the special permit application of Riverhead Charter School, Northville Schoolhouse, 5117 Sound Avenue, Riverhead, New York, Suffolk County tax map number 600-20-4-3. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguiar.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 741.
Authorizes the town clerk to post and publish notice of public hearing for the special permit application for a proposed drive-in restaurant and retail site, Old Country Road, 230 feet west of Osborne Avenue, Suffolk County tax map number 600-108-2-6.1. So moved.
Seconded?
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguiar.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 742.
Adopts Town of Riverhead 2022 annual budget. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Again, I want to thank the supervisor for giving us a budget with no tax increase, our chief financial officer, Mr. Rothar, and our department heads for working with the supervisor and with the board in creating this budget and not putting another burden on the taxpayers' backs. Yes.
Aguiar.
Yes, and I want to thank Bill. Can I get a break from you for a month or two? I've been living with him for the last 4 months, and it was a good budget. We gave raises as we needed to our employees, and we lessened spending in some areas. Increased spending usually means that you gave more services to the taxpayers, and we did that also. And we didn't lose any services.
Didn't lay anybody off.
And most towns laid people off, and we didn't. And so, thank you for the board for supporting, those of you who supported my budget. I really appreciate it, and on to next year. I vote yes, thank you.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 743.
Pays bills. So moved.
Oh, that's the best one.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguiar.
Yes.
Resolution
Now we have
adopted.
2 here, right?
Resolution 744.
Economic Development Fund, Z14 budget adjustment. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Rockwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguiar.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 745.
745 approves engineering department request for change order number 1 related to bid for demolition of 117 East Main Street and 121 East Main Street, Town Square. So moved.
Seconded?
Vote, please.
Rockwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguiar.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
That's good. Thank you, Diane. All right, this is going to conclude our resolution for today, and at this point, we're going to open up the meeting to public comments on any other matter. Do we have any members from the public that would like to be heard? Please come forward.
As the first speaker is coming forward, just another reminder for everybody, you'll have 5 minutes to make all your comments. We need your name and we need your hamlet before you start. We'll keep the clock, it'll be 5 minutes, and you'll have a 30-second warning. And any back and forth with the town board, of course, eats into the 5 minutes, so it's suggested that you make all of your comments and ask all of your questions up front. Thank you.
Good evening.
Hi,
How are you?
Mark Hobner.
Hey, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
From Aquabog. Hi.
Okay.
I'm here on behalf of the Riverhead Civics tonight.
Okay.
Just on a personal observation here. Nobody's old enough to remember pinball machines at the cafe and the delis and all
I
that.
have one in my house.
Okay, you bought one way later, right? That's good.
It's been with me.
Do you remember when we got 10,000 points on a Saturday and it was a lot of
Yes.
numbers? Do you know that the video games now are in the millions, of course, right? I think the same thing happened to money over time, that $100,000 maybe 30 years ago was a lot of money, but now $1 million is about the same. I'd like to point out that EPCAL is 1,000 acres plus 643. And it came to my attention the other day in an article that Central Park is 840 acres. EPCAL is larger. That 1,000 acres is larger than Central Park. So let's not let the zeros drop off when we talk about the 1,000 acres. I'm just talking about perception. That's all I'm doing. I do have a question, a real question about the two notices of incomplete application for the WSRR permit. And we've made a couple of inquiries as to the status of the administrative fix on that. That's my question. What's the status of the administrative fix for the DEC, notice of incomplete applications?
So we, the town, if I may,
Thank you.
have addressed each and every notice of incomplete. If you go online, they're all posted online.
Okay.
And we're starting either our third or fourth response to the notices of incomplete.
Okay.
So we're putting the team back together. We had a bit of a lull, and now we're going to be back at it once again.
Good. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
Anyone else from the public want to come forward? No. Got it? We're good? Okay, thank you, everyone, and we're going to move forward. I'll now ask for a first and second to close the town board meeting and open the community development meeting.
It's too short. I think we should sit here a while.
No, we've been through these until 11 o'clock almost.
I'll make that
moved.
motion.
Some resolutions. You live up to hitting people, the concept. So move, please, vote, please.
Well, do we have a first and second?
I
Yeah,
seconded
we did.
that.
Yeah.
Who's first? Okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Aguiar.
Yes.
The town board meeting is closed and the CDA meeting is now open.
Hello again. We just have
Hello, Joe. Welcome
one
back.
resolution. The resolution is to authorize the chairman to execute an airport registration and security plan of the New York Anti-Terrorism Preparedness Plan.
So I think we just need to get comments, if there are any public comments, before they take the vote on that.
Are there any comments?
Any comments on the CDA resolution that's presented before us at a CDA meeting?
Okay,
Okay, so call the resolution.
so it's,
You want us to read it, or you want?
no. So I guess I start,
No, we
Let me
have to
see.
read the
Gotta read
resolution,
the
and then we
resolution
take a vote.
itself.
okay.
So,
Authorizes the chairman to execute airport registration and security plan under New York Anti-Terrorism Preparedness Plan. So moved.
Seconded.
Okay, please vote. Perfect.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Aguirre.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes.
And Hubbard.
Yes, this is just a formality every 2 years it has to be done.
Are there, okay, so
Any
motion
public
approved?
comments on, is there any public comments on any matter for this CDA meeting? Okay, so then we can close the CDA meeting. Can we take a vote on closing the,
So moved.
first and second, please?
Seconded?
Okay, please take a vote.
Bayrock.
Yes.
Kent.
Yes.
Aguirre.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Motion adjourned.
Thank you, Joe.
Joe, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, very surprisingly, this concludes our meeting for tonight, and I hope everyone remains safe. You need any questions,
You have to
anything-
do public comments now.
Oh, we have to do public comments?
General.
we
Oh,
did.
that's right.
We did those
no,
Yeah,
already.
because then we close
Yep.
it.
Oh,
Yeah. You
that's
want to
so
stay?
unusual. Yeah, I'd like to stay. It's a little
He
early.
feels bad. Okay, so I'm going to come back, and I'm going to ask for a first and a second, please, to close this meeting.
We did.
We did, and we got the second?
Town board and open
Okay.
CDA.
We're good, we're good.
Happy Thanksgiving to all.
This could, it is,
I almost
everybody's
saved
in the
that.
holiday season.
Almost gave somebody a
Supervisor, you just
second
need the
chance
first
to
and the
get
second to close. You need the first and the second
Down to our place.
All right, we're gonna, everyone,
The first and second to
to
close.
close
Yes.
the town board meeting.
we're gonna take a first and a second to close the town board. They said they had it already, so. They
Oh, you
said
got
they
it?
had it,
We
yeah.
completely closed that and then opened up a new one.
We're done. Okay,
Mayhem breaks out at Town Hall.
yes. Actually, there's a lot of